Hi guys, you're welcome to the third episode of How Did We Get Here? My name is MFA.
Season 2. Continue.
My name is MFA and I'm here with Jojo and Yashong.
Hi. I just want to point out that I thought the line was continuing do it like Ashong and Jojo.
Okay.
We have to workshop this thing.
But the people mention their spouse's name before their friends.
Hey.
That's fine.
That's fine. Anyway, it works with today's topic.
It's okay.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
you're
But
saying.
anyways, about 2 weeks ago, in the last 2 episodes, we spoke
Our
about
first
marriage.
episode of season 2.
Yes. And there was so much talk about the last thing we ended with, which was your idea of marriage being a 10-year contract.
Renewable.
People roasted me.
Renewable
And the
contract.
funny thing is, I wasn't roasted on social media. I was roasted on
You know
WhatsApp.
that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But what's up with social media? But
No, but
No, like not.
I was just personally roasted.
Yeah,
worry.
so it will be people who know you personally.
Somebody
coming,
sent me a
it's coming.
6-minute voice note.
Hey!
6.5-minute voice note.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to ask a question.
It was a woman.
Obviously.
Okay.
Obviously. I noticed an
Anyways.
interesting divide.
Oh, the men.
Most men were
yeah, for
in
it.
agreement.
Oh, yes.
And most women, few
Very
exceptions
nice.
on both sides, were against it.
Interesting.
Including sending me a 6.5-minute voice
But
note.
that's also
That's a
very
podcast.
serious.
That's a podcast on its own.
I know, right? Hey.
But anyways, I remember that one of our subscribers mentioned that he likes the idea, but then he thinks he wasn't sure whether this was also like a good way to deal with the problem of women and men not giving their best in marriage. And then he mentioned polygamy, and he said that he thinks that polygamy is also one of the things that have come to make people be on their toes. So I think that is
I don't think polygamy makes anybody be on their toes.
well, I mean, he
Let's
gave that
go.
as an
Let's go.
example,
Let's go.
but I think that since we are doing a part 2 of the marriage episode, we can start with monogamy and polygamy.
And should we
And-
vote?
I mean,
I'm on
you don't want to be roasted again in the last 7 minutes.
Who are you afraid of?
Hey, Jojo.
Polygamy.
You to polygamy?
Yes.
Wow.
But who does polygamy, monogamy benefits? It benefits only two people.
The mother and the child.
Yes. And no, the third is an entity, which is a state.
And society.
And
number 4.
society.
Yeah.
Society, even not so much, but
You know, I think the advantage of monogamy in my view is that you kind of have like these cute family packs.
Yes.
of
Yeah, okay.
Father, mother, 3
Value.
children.
And-
Yes, which are easily countable, easily unlike this complex thing of father,
My father's
5 mothers,
son, my mother's-
no, it's messy.
Oh, there's this thing that people say, like she's my mother, but like it's not my mother,
Not my
like my
mother.
sister, like some complex
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Like how many children that's
How many
your-
siblings do you have?
You have. Then like with my,
My
mother, I
yeah.
have this.
Yeah. It's messy.
So, yes.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And obviously you have issues of competition between
The
wives.
wives.
And all. However, monogamy clearly favors the
woman.
In fact, we can actually go further back to even the concept of long-term pair bonds.
Okay.
If you see human beings as animals, we are very unique in that. I think you have human beings, penguins, a few other
Very nice.
animals
Swans.
that meet for a long
Snow
time.
geese,
Yeah.
snow geese rather.
Most of them are. What's the age range of our listenership?
I think 18 and above.
Okay, I'll just hit and run. So most, let's see, most animals will just be hit and run. Like there's no long-term commitment.
Commitment, yeah.
And I think the nature of human biology requires a long-term relationship. Very long-term is really just the 2 years it takes to make and raise a child to 1 year, because childbirth is difficult
Yeah.
for women
Yeah.
compared to animals. It's more difficult for women.
Yeah.
Interesting fact, and that's because they work upright.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. And also have big heads.
That's
For
the
brain
only
development.
reason.
That's the only reason. The reason why a dog, okay, no, dogs are a bad example because we have messed them up. But the reason why a goat on the street doesn't need to go to the hospital to give birth is because the pelvis is wide. The
Wow.
is small.
Oh.
But human beings, on the other hand, I don't want to get into this, but
Oh, we
But
like it.
that's why
Yeah,
wide hips were a factor when people were choosing spouses.
so if you want to get a little pseudo-religious, pseudo-historical, they say
Okay.
that when God cursed human beings and told women that in sorrow you will give birth, it was because after eating the fruit, human beings stood up.
Hey.
And when we stood up, to balance on 2 feet, the pelvis narrows.
Oh.
Wow.
If you look at the human pelvis, it narrows. It's like
Yeah.
a funnel. So now it's harder for the baby to go through. Also, because our eyes are opened, getting technical,
It
with
was-
the
you like
knowledge
it.
of good and evil,
Yeah.
the human head is a little bigger at birth. And so
Oh.
therefore, childbirth had become a riskier endeavor. Now, based on that, the woman needs a partner to be there when she's pregnant, carrying this thing for a long time, handling
So she
the
needs
risk.
support.
Upright.
Yeah, walking upright. Now that we are enlightened, no longer like apes, upright,
Oh.
the purpose has narrowed. And she needs a man or a partner around to,
Get her through.
yeah, I would say that go and hunt and come back and all of that.
Okay, actually,
And
true.
then has the baby. And also because of the big head, again, the fruit of eating
The fruit.
the result of eating the fruit, because now we know things. So our head is big, our cortex is bigger.
Word.
The babies are born too early
Oh.
compared to other animals.
Animals.
That's why a baby giraffe is born, starts walking,
Yeah.
and
Gazelle starts
yeah.
working.
become cooked. But the baby has to come
Yeah.
out early before it is cooked. And then the mother just has an extra burden.
Of
So, like, delivery doesn't relieve the mother of the burden of being
Wow.
fertility. So she
Wow.
still needs a partner
yeah, the support of
to go out and get the berries and all of that and come back.
wow.
And then that's why human beings began to form more long-term bonds. Yeah, I know that God invented marriage and all of that, but that is just the theory behind it.
Interesting.
Because
That's a
there's
very interesting theory.
Because there's very little reason for a long-term bond, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it's bad.
You want another one?
I just think reason.
I mean, I think monogamy has the advantages are just a lot of legalistic
Yeah.
implications that your inheritance goes directly to this person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You don't have this fighting over this clarity.
I think clarity and simplicity
Yes,
are the main things.
yeah.
Also protection for both people.
Yes.
There is something good about it. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
Polygamy becomes me, you, and them.
I'm like
Some will
us.
say a threesome.
It can be us.
Yeah. So, but no, there is something about that.
No, I wouldn't say me, you, and them. I would say it's us.
No.
Like we are family.
You know,
No.
I was telling you guys before we started shooting that somebody did a study of 1,200 cultures, societies,
Tell us.
and less than 200 of them were monogamous.
That's really serious.
Over 1,000 were polygamous in terms of polygamy.
Natural.
Where one man, many
Many women.
wives,
Yeah.
and then only 4 were polygynous, which was one woman marrying.
Polyandry. Yeah.
Polyandry, sorry, one woman and multiple men. And again, it's because of the burden on her. It's like, why would a woman want to have 3
And do you
husbands?
know another interesting thing
Maybe
about
maybe more provision,
Yeah.
but
More support.
more pregnancy.
That was so true.
Which again, it still remember that it's a burden. I'm even talking about a healthy pregnancy.
And I want
safe
to ask a
pregnancy.
question. In the
Yeah.
cultures or the societies that allowed polyandry, was it the woman who was marrying the men, or different men were marrying the same
Same.
woman?
different men marriages?
I don't know.
I'm
I
asking
think it
because-
works both ways.
It works both ways.
Yeah, you're saying.
But-
Do different men mind marrying the same woman?
Some men don't mind. It's like having a prostitute.
No, but that's just reduces it to sex.
Yeah.
Would I mind? I think that the
I would
concept.
disagree with
I
you.
think the concept of being with one person and owning that person is a Western concept. Where people say, I don't want to share somebody.
Yeah.
But we share friends, so we're okay with that. We share parents, we're okay with that. We
Yeah.
share siblings, we're okay
That-
with that. My brother has 2 brothers. And the existence of my 3rd brother, my younger brother, doesn't
Take away.
affect my relationship with my
With
older
your-
brother
yeah.
in any way. I don't feel like you're stealing my brother. I don't feel like I have one father and I have to share him with 2 other boys, men these days. And I don't mind. So why do I mind when it's a wife? Or why does a wife mind when it's a husband? I think it's a Western
But
imposition.
I was-
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I was going to say that in many cultures where polygamy was practiced, there was also the option of the woman to have multiple partners at different times.
Okay.
Explain.
So maybe I'm with her for a while, and then she gets tired of me and my ways, so she moves on to somebody else, and we are like the
God forbid, but
And
let's
it's-
continue.
the native, God forbid, yes, God forbid, really big, like the Native Americans. The woman would be with a man for some time, then move to another man. Be that. So they have children from different fathers, and the children belong to the woman in those cultures. The children were not. The men were just like shuttle. Like the men come bring
But
it.
then were the women still married to the previous?
No, they are not. They don't have.
She's not married.
So it wasn't marriage. It was just like
a
some
partnership.
Yeah,
But again, it wasn't not because they stayed together for as long as it takes to raise a child.
and then they
Yes.
move on to
So he still
raise
served
a
the
child
purpose
with
of the
another
woman.
person.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're just multiplying all over the place.
However, I don't think that is what God intended. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we have killed off our fact checker, and we thank God for that. but in this case, we can check it later. I think that medically there is a slightly increased risk for each pregnancy with a different man.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember studying something
We
like
need
this
a
in school
fact
when I
checker
was
for this.
intelligent.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so the risk of preeclampsia is a little higher with a new father. But if you have consistent kids with the same father, I
Yeah.
think the risk is lower. Now there's a very small possibility that I'm wrong, and remember that the risk is higher if it's with the same
Same
person.
father.
But I think it's rather with different people, and so there is some benefits to staying with the same man.
Okay.
Now I don't even know my point at this point. Am I for against monogamy? I
I
think
think-
no. My point is
You're trying to
monogamy
say that
favors the
God-
woman.
Okay. I mean, this example also shows that
Yes.
monogamy follows
Effectively, the
influence from
woman to be
woman.
with the same person, consistent, help you raise the child too. And it doesn't favor the man because number one, until recently, the man had no evidence that the offspring is his.
Yeah.
Unless God blesses you for
And
the child to look just like you.
and certain-
Even though I could be your brothers.
Actually, very true. In certain cultures,
I'm just
that
saying.
is why the matrimonial system was pushed,
Yeah.
because like
Matrilineal, you mean?
matrilineal,
Yeah.
thing, because like how do I know my wife's child is mine? But I
I'm
know
sure
my
that my
sister's child is related
his.
to me.
Even
Yeah,
now, you really
Akan
know.
tradition.
Yeah,
because
but if it's my
it's only
sister's
half.
child,
No, yes,
it's related to me.
through your mother only.
No, through
to
my
your
sister.
So like
but
your
I'm saying,
sister's
okay,
child
so
your
my
will
sister,
always.
even your sister is only likely half related to you. If we follow this
Ah,
thing of
well.
doubting, then we don't know where.
But you are sure,
Yeah.
you are sure,
At least of the mother.
you are sure your sister is half related to my wife.
Charlie.
But you see, you can never be sure because, like
You
you,
can be
said,
sure.
what if your mother also went
Yeah, so half.
somewhere?
At least the
your
mother-
sister
But
is
then you have the same mother.
At least the
so
mother is
connection-
that's his
Well.
point. But all I can say is, well, I think that now it's looking more in favor of polygamy or monogamy. Sorry, like it's simpler.
Yes, like it avoids all these complications.
But polygamy favored the man.
the woman.
yeah.
And the man,
Polygamy
the man.
favored the man. Number one, I think men probably form less intense sexual bonds with the partner.
Yeah.
They don't need to be with you. In fact, when you are away birthing a child, they can be with
Another
wife number 2 or wife number 3. They are not locked down by. They were not locked down. Well, now men of today we are different. We actually parents the children, but before we were not locked down. So, polygamy favored the man.
Yeah, but you know that there are actually some women who also like polygamy.
Yeah.
I've met a couple,
met a
or
lot
I've
of them.
heard
I mean,
of a couple
probably
of
all
women
our
who
grandmothers or
have
great
said
But
that.
I lived in Gambia. Most women don't mind. It's not a matter of education. I will never forget the day I was shocked. I was in a consulting room and a woman comes late to the clinic. So somebody else comes in. I think it was my interpreter actually. And he knew her, so he was teasing her or something. He said, "You see, you came late because you are always cooking or something." And the woman said, "You wait till my husband finishes his house. You to marry another one.
That's all.
And then we can share the load."
Yes,
Yeah.
that was what I was going to say. Like the load, the childbirth, the sex,
All the
everything.
burdens
Like
are-
all the burdens
all the
are
burdens.
shared.
Would we describe polygamy as only marrying several wives, or as a man who maintains several sexual relationships?
I think that's just cheating. I
Yeah.
think marriage is an important connection to a person.
Yeah.
And then another thing is that your partner is aware of it. Like the first
What
one
if,
knows of the
what
other.
if the
Yeah.
first wife is aware of the mistress?
It's
Because for a
still-
long time,
But
there was a
then
lot of that in Western civilized society.
Yes.
You had one wife
And a
and a
mistress.
mistress, or 2 or 3, maybe 6.
I think.
But it was like some of the wives were okay with it.
Because again, it frees them from the burden.
Yes. Like
So-
my
so are
grandmother was a proponent for it. Oh, why? This is not. No, my grandmother. I think her friends said, "Why
Yeah, it's
don't you
the
need help?"
problem.
Like every day they ask for sex. They should just carry the bed. You have done your best.
Anyways,
So-
when we were talking
So what's the
about
final answer?
I don't think there's a conclusion.
I think now
Because
I don't.
I don't think that monogamy has solved many of the problems it wanted to solve.
They don't want to solve.
Like it was
it.
like maybe yes, the inheritances are a bit clearer
So
now.
on a societal level, monogamy is a good thing. I don't think
Yes.
I think I'm quite certain on that. Like on the societal level, monogamy is a good thing.
Yeah.
A child being raised by a father and a mother.
Father.
And in the societies where polygamy is well accepted, they even sometimes the wives even function like a unit.
Yes.
Again, when I was in Gambia, it will surprise you to see that a woman will bring a child. She will bring her co-wife's child to the hospital.
Oh.
They don't even call themselves rivals. They say co-wife. Many children don't know who their actual mother is. So it's like 3 mothers and 6 children, and nobody's too sure which one is theirs.
Yeah.
Which, like the mothers know obviously, but the children are raised in such a way that all 3 are a mother to you, and you don't even know who your biological mother is, and so there's no division.
It depends on the system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
think
saying,
that
this is
in
where
the places where it
mothers function as
works,
one unit, as one unit.
it's nice because think also about it as like you having a mother and even aunties who also care about you. Like I know it's not the same, but like you see, if you're a child and you have like other
Should
people
a child
also.
to do this fantastic article?
Oh.
Put it in the
description.
the description.
Yeah, like you
Jojo's
have
a writer.
other women.
His work is not hard, so he's a podcaster and a writer. I'm joking. But he's a good writer.
Very
Yeah, that's
good
what I'm saying.
writer. But like if you have other aunties who also care, you see, like as a child you feel good about it.
Like
because
growing
you
up
are-
in a family,
Yes.
family house, compound.
Yes,
family
even
house.
in a family house, like other people are also
slap
concerned
you,
as
tell you.
compared to just having your mother and your father, and
Yeah.
then that's just
It's less neat,
yes.
but there's definitely a big benefit to having community and one person not talking to the other.
Yeah.
Hi guys, hope you enjoyed the conversation. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Let's discuss a point someone made. As marriage is a form of prostitution.
Yeah, I read an article
I'm
today
scared.
that
I don't know if you guys have been reading.
no, so
Why is it because
so-
of the transactional nature of it?
yes.
He
So
said
the
that you
lady's
have-
point was that you pay a dowry to have sex with someone for a long
You pay a
time.
bride price.
You pay a bride price. Thank you for the correction. To have sex.
Or she pays a dowry.
Or she pays it. Well, okay. I mean, either way.
Men were also being prostituted.
Yes.
But I disagree, because like I said the last time, the dowry was not buying the person. It's not paying for the person.
Yes.
It was compensating the family she's leaving for lost services.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people make
The woman is
mistake that.
feminist.
And
That's what she
I'm
said.
coming. And that misunderstanding has probably led to a lot of domestic violence,
Yeah.
where a man thinks he paid for a woman.
Yeah.
Therefore can be. But I think
Yeah.
that people should understand. We don't have to change our culture for people to understand that it is just a symbolic relic
Yeah.
of times past where you were compensating the fathers. Like this woman used to work, your daughter used to work in your house, do some farming, do something, and now she's coming to join me. So I compensate you for that. I'm not buying her.
Yeah, you
but
can't buy
now
her.
she's joining my family. And I think that men need to understand that you cannot buy a woman. And that whole idea must go.
A woman also needs to understand that they cannot be bought.
Yeah, but that because I think that I've seen quite a bit of talk about that, and it's
Yeah.
a big problem in my opinion.
I agree with you.
I agree with you too.
You're saying
And-
something.
Yeah, I was
on this
saying
one.
that another reason I disagree with her mindset about it being prostitution is that one of the aims of marriage, or maybe not to say aims, but one of the things that people look forward to in marriage is to build a family. I mean, you don't go and engage in a prostitute to have a family at the end of the
Hope
day.
against it.
I mean, it's just like we're doing this and then bye bye.
Worst possible
if
outcome.
I meet you again or if I want your service
Worst
again,
possible
fine.
outcome.
But like, it's not because I want to have a family with you or something. So that's
But
also
no.
another-
But this is a controversial point. Controversial. But the point you just made, no man has sex with anybody, including his wife, for the aim of wanting to have a family.
Not at all.
Okay. I mean, that's also true. But like,
Because
it's one
we
of
were
the
making a
things
point, I was
that
thinking that anybody who has any type of sex, extramarital, premarital, there's no aim of even after marriage.
To go back to Genesis,
Mm-hmm.
I think that sex is a very messy adventure. So I think we have to put another PG warning on this show.
Oh, yes.
It's another messy adventure, and the only reason why people indulge in it, or we have to do it, is because God said we put to the multiply and put a chip in our brain that makes us throw all caution to the wind, because it's a very, you wonder, like, it's so messy, so many
issues.
PG, but there's no reason behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe women have a reason.
Yeah, women are more inclined to want families because of sex.
Reason?
I mean, it's not the main reason, but
it's bonding.
It's true, but
so, because my question was to Jojo when he brought up the issue of marriage, like prostitution, like why does it even exist in the first place? Why does prostitution exist in the first place?
Yeah, why did people patronize?
People still do. They did is a wrong.
Why do people like go for prostitutes? Why do people?
I have
Because
never.
their wives don't.
No, I have never, but I can give you so many reasons why.
Tell us. You are so
There
excited
is no-
about.
I know people who I know somebody who was broke. Like I know a student who was broke on campus all the time because of prostitution. So it's not a thing that is not a thing.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, continue.
Number one,
Now that's serious.
the transactional nature of the sex. As you were saying that people are trying to have sex to have children, men just want sex for sex itself. And there's like
You don't have to pay for it.
not even that, but like it's like if I know that there are certain definites. This time, this money, this place, I'll get this person and I can have sex. And there will be no, you didn't call me. Or no, you didn't hold me after we finished. It's done.
I disagree actually.
Why?
I disagree.
Tell me
Okay,
why.
why
I
do you
think because
disagree?
if that was true, then prostitution would rather be even more common than it is.
Yeah.
But many people would prefer, even people who are not Christian, people who are not married, people who do not believe in God, people who are not constrained by religious beliefs or whatever, would still prefer a chase, would still prefer to go to a club and run a girl.
Yeah.
Not because they don't have 100 cities or how much ever
To
it
go
costs
and
to
pay a
pay.
person.
But there is something off about
Yes.
it.
Okay.
And I maybe I can't put my finger
Wanted.
down on it. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe there is something about
I want you.
I want you and want me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is quite necessary.
Because of that
Otherwise, rather, prostitution should have been able to push aside marriage and
Yes.
every other thing.
People shouldn't be marrying again. Because
Yeah.
actually,
Stop
if I can
chasing
get
girls
a
at the club.
prostitute and
Yes, but people who don't believe in God and have no morals or no qualms at all would still prefer to pursue,
A girl.
run, deceive her, trick, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
String her along for 3 months.
Yes.
There's just something about that.
And it may even be clear from the beginning that like I'm not taking this girl far, but they'll prefer to do that
Yes.
for some time.
So maybe
Both
maybe,
parties
as compared
prefer.
to as compared to
maybe
going
we
for
should think about
prostitutes.
what's exactly so wrong about it. But I don't know. There is something very wrong about it, and that's why they say it's the
is it
oldest
because
profession, but
of
not the
how,
most lucrative profession.
like the women come up front.
I don't
The
think
last
so.
time I was asking him that, do men find it intimidating when a woman approaches them as compared to they approaching a woman and
It's
chasing
not
and all that?
intimidating, in my opinion.
I think it's
I think that it's problematic because men are cheap
Okay.
sexually.
Okay.
If you try, you will get. So
for sex and food.
Yeah.
So I at least would feel taken advantage of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know that you will be successful. Why are you trying?
Ah.
Yeah, like I think.
Oh, I see.
But he's a great guy who
I'm
doesn't want to be taken advantage of.
No, I'm just saying. No, even people who want to be taken advantage. Like again, there's still something about the chase.
Yeah.
And about a bit of tension here and there, blah blah blah. All of you. I don't know if you get my point.
It also depends on
Again,
how
so it's
aggressive
not-
she's coming across.
So that's why I say largely men do not want to be pursued because it's almost like I don't know, chasing somebody who wants like the life of chasing somebody.
Yeah.
Who wants there's no jungle this thing anymore.
no
Like,
adventure.
yeah, but that's my thought. I think that
What
that's the
do
only
you
problem.
think?
About
Like women who
it depends on how much you come across because I don't think that you even notice a woman if she doesn't put herself out there for you.
No, I think that there are subtle ways of women put themselves
So it depends
out
on
there. But I'm
how-
talking about like the aggressive,
What to define
What?
is aggressive what a man will do to get a woman.
a bit.
It's like, hey, shall you be nice girl?
Yeah,
No,
so
like,
that one-
I
that is-
mean,
if
no.
you're a nice guy, give me your number.
No, but even
A girl would
like
not
the guy with the
do-
number.
no, but girls
Yeah.
do that. Girls have
Really?
told me that before.
Hey, sorry for left.
So you be nice boy.
Yeah, sorry.
And I didn't find problematic. I mean, I even found it like, Charlie, this is even a nice way. Like now I don't even have to think on whether you are interested in talking to me. The biggest hurdle, because when a guy wants to talk to the girl, the biggest hurdle is actually
Like, she was
that she
Was
actually
she?
knows.
Yeah.
But
but that tension is I think that tension is quite
Yes,
cool.
it's also it's also
yeah, but
nice.
the more you go, you realize that there are many reasons why even a girl might not even want to talk to you, and then you don't know whether is today there. Is it because like
It's always about
I've come, or maybe she's hungry. You know, maybe she's hungry. Something like that. But if a girl say, "Charlie, you be nice guy," because that's the biggest hurdle is clear. Anything discussion from there is just vibes, and we all know where we are going.
Charlie, that's so messy.
Anyways.
This is so
Oh, I
messy.
think it's far more organized. It's a clearer route.
But you know, this thing makes me think about something.
What?
Why it looks like we have categorized when we talk about gender roles in relationships, where
Okay.
we feel like the guy should be the pursuer
And the woman
should
should
be
be-
pursued, and then after she's pursued in a marriage setting, the man is the provider, the woman is the housekeeper. Where do you think that is from?
Well,
Again, all these perceptions
Yeah.
of what a man and
A
a
woman
do.
should be.
I
I think
think
society also has a role to play.
Yeah, but why
with
did
that.
society evolve to getting
You mentioned, I don't know whether you mentioned during the pod or we had that discussion before, but you mentioned that because one of the things you said was that because women were giving birth and because of the time it takes to like
then I
raise
raise
a child.
raise a child, like the women are usually at home, and in the early stages of a child's development, they depend more on the woman for like certain important things that the child needs. So because a woman was at home most of the time, she's more likely to be doing some of the domestic things like the cooking and the cleaning. So maybe that is also one of the
When you are
things that
pregnant,
have
you cannot cook, so the man has to go out
yeah
to the
to
farm,
go and do the farming
everything,
or the hunting or
until
whatever
the
it
child
was.
is of age
Until
to
the
can
child-
follow the
So
father.
do you think that these are? I agree with you though. I think that I was looking at my family tree recently, and my grandmother had 8 children. Her
Wow.
father had 16. With different
Wow.
women though, but still
Solid
16 is
guy.
wild. Now, think about it. And some women have had 10 and so on. Let's give you 2 years to get pregnant and have a child and nurse the child until they are weaned. If you have 10, that's 20 years of your life.
Wow,
That's
Wow.
like a productive
like
years
20
gone.
continuous.
Yes, and in those people are not living to 80s. No, I mean that's a loss of productivity, and so you're right. Like women were forced to be more domestic. My question now would be: do you think that gender roles should be maintained,
I don't
I don't think so.
or like like among the two of you?
I
Well,
personally,
we're on air. Maybe
No,
you don't have to tell us the truth.
I was going to say something actually, but you say.
I personally don't really believe in like gender rules. A man has to. I believe in what I have to do as a man, but I don't. I think that a
There's
lot of
gender
things,
rules.
not in the same.
You believe in a gender role. Then
No,
they can do whatever they want.
I think what I'm trying to say is that I think I have responsibilities as a person in the relationship.
Not as a man.
Maybe the man will more because of society.
Yeah, it's always society.
Yes, but I wouldn't say that because of that women shouldn't or because that men shouldn't, because I find that the things that they say women should be very good at, men are very good at them. And the things that they say men should be very good, women also. So it comes down to how much effort are you willing to put into
Yeah, I agree.
the said
I think
activity.
that every marriage should or every couple should have an understanding of.
Council.
I was gonna say, we just started. We literally just
please.
No. I'm so
But
interested.
no, because my counselor said that.
No,
Charlie,
oh, Charlie.
After 8 glorious weeks,
I'm telling you.
please tell us.
Anyway, I think
Is
that
it idiot?
every yes.
She also counting.
Let me even be humbly taught.
Don't do
No,
that.
but I think you're on the right track.
I
Yeah.
think that every
On the
couple
track.
should have an understanding of what works for them.
Oh, okay.
Because if you also insist that like a man should do this, a woman should, and the amazing thing is that some people also end up comparing to like other marriages, like, oh, this person's husband does this, so you should do this, or this person's wife does this, so you should, but not
Or
because
my
this is what
father
works.
did this.
Or yes, my father. That's also another big one.
My
My
daddy,
father
my
did
daddy.
this, or my mother did this. So I think that every couple should do what works for them. I was saying earlier that I was going to say something. I don't know if
We are on air. If don't, you guys have already made it PG. Let's not do 18.
no, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not. It's not like.
Because we are children
Oh,
here.
it's not sure. It's not like that, but so I mean, since I got married, I've not scrubbed the bathhouse before
Oh.
because my dear husband.
You have a whole bathhouse.
No, like the bathroom.
Okay.
Just checking.
Before. Because my dear husband scrubs it. Like sometimes when I even think, oh, the bathroom is dirty, I want to scrub, and he scrubbed it. And one time when I mentioned it, he said one of the sweetest things I've ever heard. He said that, oh, that's his little way of contributing to the chores. And I thought it was very
You found
thoughtful.
that heartwarming.
No, like I just thought that like it was nice that like he did it because I wasn't expecting him to do it. Like I didn't expect that to be something that he would take up. That oh, as I'm seeing my wife do other things, I will decide to be scrubbing the bathroom and it won't be a problem. You see, but in certain settings, like the woman has to manage everything because
I know, right?
the woman has to manage everything. Recently, I saw an argument on social media about women. Women were complaining that they have to clean up the house and they have to make the house homely. And another woman was saying that as the men go out and also get tired and come, what is the argument for them? That they are also equally tired. So women should shut up and do the chores.
I mean,
But-
I kind of agree, but I just think that number one, the conversation on chores is tiresome.
Yeah.
Very. It's more unnecessary.
Like when I lived alone, I cleaned my
Yes.
house. And it was not work. Now if somebody else comes, just shut up and clean it and mop and let's all like. I don't think doing chores is a big deal. I was talking to a friend recently, and I told him that I even think that this narrative of women doing domestic work contributes to a lot of marital problems because many women don't know what they should do in marriage. Because they think that what they should do
Is
is
clean.
clean and cook.
Yeah.
And I asked my wife this question one time, that you, when you had a cleaner, where did you rank her in your value of people in your life? Was she not among the lowest people? If you have a cook, where would the person be? So if as a wife your only contribution is to cook and clean, your husband will not rate you. Now society has made us think that that's the role of a wife. I don't think so. And so gender roles must be broken out of. Otherwise, you will always have that divide. I'm not going to respect in any high way the person, even if you were like the best cook and best cleaner. The floor is so high.
Yeah.
The floor is so low. So like the ceiling is so low.
Yeah.
The best you can do is be the best cleaner, and then what we should clap for you. Everybody like, oh, the floor is always spick and span. So there's more, and gender roles need to be broken down so that people can now begin to contribute more meaningfully to their relationships. That's my two things. My take.
I agree with you. Because I was also thinking about the same thing, rather, like when a woman is entering a relationship and she feels like cooking and cleaning is what's important, it's just
problematic.
In fact, when I got married, my wife was in the pit to cook a lot of things.
You see, is the indoctrination. So she really thinks that because many women actually think that the way to a man's heart is but when I go to a restaurant and the food is great, I don't fall in love with the chef.
Actually.
It's like, oh, take me over. The food was so... No. It's okay, appreciate it when we go. It's not a thing.
I told her that, my dear, before I marry, I don't eat a lot.
And we will not
so who? I said, you two, you don't eat a lot. So who are you cooking for?
Look, I think that this thing should probably and maybe in the time when men were so breadwinners and were going out and grinding and their wives were home and now maybe this advice worked. These days everybody's going out.
Yeah.
Everybody's grinding. Everybody's working hard. Should be. And therefore, you don't value that service so much anymore.
Yeah.
So when you get home, just divide the thing equitably. Or, obviously, like you said, it should be, if somebody's not working, you just clean the house after all.
Yeah.
But that glorification of housekeeping as a tiresome chore, I also don't think it's that deep. Like, if you're looking at that, is now you have to just do it. Somebody should do it.
What I was going to say is that because a lot of women enter into relationships with marriages with this mindset, They enter and they do all the things and tell the husbands to relax. Then after 5-7 years, he doesn't do anything else.
I know, right? It's true.
Oh, but this is how you raised me.
Literally.
My mother's house, I used to work. When I came here, he said,
You said you do it.
again. I will do it. You do it because you wanted to be super so that they will give you marks.
And who are giving you marks? Other women.
Other women.
I sure go.
Who are you? Who you are going to complain that I don't do it? And it was like that. It's the same.
And we all go to work and we all get home at 7 o'clock. And when he comes, he
Oh.
goes to sit in front of the TV. Like, no.
You told me that I should relax. You bring the food.
And I mean, I don't think, maybe the men I know, but I don't think many men think it is a hard thing. I mean, I was
Yeah.
surprised to meet a lot of some messy men, but on average, like we clean,
Yeah.
we cook, or I mean, I don't cook. I buy food.
And we don't
And
do.
I'm quite
Like
happy
you
to-
provide food. At the end of the day, there should be food.
Yeah.
As you can see, he didn't die from starvation.
So I have a capacity to buy food.
and men clean happily.
Easily.
You don't go to men's rooms and see roosters.
I know, right?
Too.
I know, right?
Like girls' rooms, like you are cleaning this and hey.
And,
Shelley.
and like I think that once we break down that thing and realize that all people have the capacity, like Jojo said, it is how much effort you are willing to put. So like I don't cook because I have not been interested in putting effort. Like even when I was a single student on campus, I don't think I ever cooked rice.
It also is also very serious.
Yeah, like I just didn't want. In my first year, my mother, trying to be nice, I think again gender roles, cooked plenty stews for me, stews and soups, and gave them to me, and I took them, and they stayed in my freezer for 1 semester.
Hey.
And I took everything back home after the semester, and she was so upset. She was like, "Why don't you just microwave it?"
Yeah.
The effort.
Is that you forgot?
I
No.
don't want to microwave it.
You just want food that's already made.
Like when I'm
not-
hungry, I want to eat now, and if there's no food now, I move on.
Oh.
Like I don't go around with, "Oh, I'm hungry. It's self-government now. Or not. Like if it delays for 5 minutes, if there's multiple steps, I wouldn't eat. I'll go on to do something else. So I can go. I'm not eating today.
Is that attitude only for eat? Wow. Is that attitude only for eating or for everything?
Your life
Everything.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like to wait for things, and rather even when I'm waiting and you're like warming food, I get agitated. Like then I want to leave.
Yeah.
I'm not upset. I just think I'm wasting time
Time.
waiting. And
I
so
see.
I prefer to come and meet a plate. And if there's none, I don't mind not eating. That's the main thing. So I'm not like
this thing
a
is
lot of
it's a revelation. It's a revelation.
What are you saying?
Oh no, I think that many girls feel like the effort of cooking for a man is in the cooking. But for a man, the appreciation of is in the food.
And it's a means to an end.
Yes.
Like I don't
Oh
exist
wait,
to
I'm
eat.
coming.
Like let me clean. No, like all of this is making me not want to eat. Like now, the more
And
you
just
eat-
bring the food.
Yeah, because now I'm moving on, and it's like I'm moving on in my mind. So sometimes by the time you bring it, I have to eat it out of politeness. So now it's some way. And this was even when I was alone. It's not about having a wife or somebody to serve.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
How did we even get down here? So
We're
basically,
talking about gender rules.
Gender rules.
But
Do
where
what you want.
are we going to from here? Because
Yeah, where are we
these days
going
men
to?
are wearing blouses. And it disturbs me.
Why?
And bonnets.
I think that I don't think that that's a big deal. Again, if you look back at fashion choices, fashion has changed
Yeah,
drastically.
that's also true.
And again, we do much. It's much ado about nothing. When I was a child, for a guy to have piercings was
Abominable.
abomination. Anathema maranatha. It was terrible, but like so, the fashion has changed. It doesn't say much about you now compared to before.
Okay.
Or for a guy to do those those baby
Dreads.
dreads. No, not the long one. There's a Rasta one. There's a Bob Marley style. Then there's just
small
short one. Yes. Or no
The one
twist
that's
and
like
thing.
Bantu notes.
I don't
The
know.
one that they use the foam to do.
Different things. I mean, basically doing for guys to do their hair. When I was a child, it said a lot about it. Like parents would warn their children about vagabond. Like this guy, don't talk to this person. And now it's not the same. It's not the
That's true.
same. We have to allow fashion to change.
Okay, but what about you say that men have been reduced to become something they are not?
Reduced.
Do you mean to say men have been feminized?
Feminized, yeah.
Number
Yeah,
one, I
that's-
think that's a bit offensive to say it's reduction because it's a
Yeah.
different spectrum. I think that we have become, or the requirements for a certain level of masculinity has gone down.
Yeah,
Do you disagree?
I agree.
We're no longer living in Sparta. So there would definitely be if you believe in some level of evolution, when I say evolution, don't come for me. I'm a born again Christian. Like I'm traumatized though. I don't want another section of voice note. Yes, so there has been definitely been some, like you, if you were smarter, you'd have been dead. I would have been dead. Maybe at 2.
Maybe I would have made it.
Oh, you wish. Because of a certain requirement, it's been gone. Like even you die of TB. So at 14. Yeah, so there's a certain level of toughness is no longer required. And I think that we have to accept it. I'm not advocating anything, or I'm just saying that we should be wary of demonizing what shouldn't be demonized. There's always a fine balance of things. We have to, like a tattoo now is different from a tattoo even 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I saw a scripture about tattoos, but I'll tell you after the pod.
Is it not?
It's also another dicey thing
No,
to talk
and a
about,
lot of things are societal. So the reason why I'm saying is that because in those days, like if you had a tattoo, it actually meant something. Like you were probably actually in a gang or something. Like, but now people do it for random reasons. So now it doesn't say the same thing about you.
Trauma bonding.
Yeah. Now the flared trousers that people wear.
Yeah.
It's
The
actually
bell
quite
bottoms.
it's actually quite what's the word?
Common.
Feminine looking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it doesn't say much. If you see somebody, it doesn't say much.
Yeah, but men used to wear them.
Yes, that's
in
my
the
point.
Old pictures.
It's just fashion. In the 70s, that cycled back. You know, I know somebody
Okay.
who used to wear, Akata, like baggy trousers. He wore baggy trousers from the hip hop era. We've gone now, we've got to meet him again. He's still wearing it. So he was fashionable, went out of fashion, and we've got to meet him again. Keep the trend. Like, keep the trend. You never moved on from like Tupac days.
Anyways, well, what do you guys think about AI in relationships as a place that we are getting to?
We are there already.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about 2 people who have committed suicide because of
Counsel.
they fell in love with character AI. And
You are kidding.
yeah, it's a whole person. So people build relationships with them.
Suicide.
Yeah.
Like the character
Human beings carried
advice,
all
or
So you see that thing about
like they felt like the connection was not.
broken their heart.
well, 2 things. You know how AI has generally become this overly validating and self-affirming thing. So they walk you down into the exactly. As opposed to a real life partner who tell you that
Sorry, they
Or
should.
leave you.
I think you need to see a psychiatrist at
Yes.
this point. Or leave you or something. But
Yeah.
AI will walk down with you and walk you into suicide. But yeah, people have begun to have relationships with AI.
LLMs.
Yeah, not LLMs. Well, yeah, LLMs actually. There's character AI. There's another one. I forgot. Maybe I shouldn't say the name in case somebody goes to check. Now, what do I think about it? I think it is sad. I think it's sad. I don't know how I feel about it in terms of rightness or wrongness because I think it's pointless. I feel like
too many
love
human beings.
needs to
Have a dog, bro.
but loving human beings is complex. That's beautiful. Like we didn't go down into the complexity of monogamy. You see, I was talking to another friend about relationships. They said being in a relationship is like 2 ships, like being a ship with an engine in a direction and a plan, and you decide for whatever reason to change yourself to another ship who, number one, may have an engine, like they have an engine and a captain and a mind also to go somewhere else and like to remain aligned for life. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You can be aligned for a few things, but even how do you guys know you'll be aligned in 5 years?
We don't know.
You don't know. And then maybe this engine decides that, like, or even worse, you now partner with another ship that doesn't have an engine, just hanging around.
Dragging
It's like you don't have aspirations.
Ambition, no goals.
So any way you look at it, it is complex. Like you always need to keep on ensuring that your visions are roughly aligned, and that's tricky. Like when I think of how I've evolved for the past 7 years, I am amazed. Yeah.
The word is involved.
No, like it's not even a sudden change. It's like you're growing, you're maturing. The way you think about things changes. Meanwhile, the person agreed to 7 years ago, you don't know about this current one. So that's the thing about, unlike AI, which always says, yeah, you're most fantastic. Yes.
Love you.
Good catch, even when you blast. So people, you can see how people fall in love. But it is sad because, number one, AI has no consciousness. There's no underlying soul. And I think an important part for me, I think, for a relationship is the element of choice.
Yeah.
I think that I like to know that in spite of all my weaknesses, and since you got to know me, it's been a long time, you've gotten to know a lot of, you guys are still fresh, you got to know a lot of weaknesses. I've told you things I've told nobody else. You've seen the nakedest kind of me, and for whatever reason, you decided to stay. I appreciate you for that.
Oh.
No, like, I'm serious.
Thank you so much. Let's renew for another 10 years.
Yeah, and sometimes there's just gratitude for that too.
Yeah.
Like, because your spouse is like the person you are most real with. And and I don't know about you, but in the mind of a person, or at least in my mind, this dark thought that maybe shouldn't be shared with anybody. Like, everybody has flaws and things, and as you keep on going, you realize that the person is not happy about it, but I said okay, I said I've chosen. I still like you, like, and
monogamy ways.
Yeah, but there is something. I think that element of choice cannot be taken away.
Yeah.
That you could walk away,
But you didn't.
but you didn't. I told you this, or I did this to you. Like, when you guys are still in the honeymoon phase, but when you're going to offend her in a way nobody in this life has ever done it, and then this girl needs to look at you. Because think about it. Why do they say that when somebody dies or is murdered, the first suspect is the spouse? Because nobody has the capacity to hurt you more than your spouse. And when the person says that, yeah, you did this atrocious thing to me.
Atrocious.
I'm not even forgiving you yet.
Good.
But I still choose to continue this life with you.
Oh.
You know, I think that's the beauty of a
I'm
relationship.
getting emotional.
Oh, you are. And then you have AI, which just says good catch. I feel like that's just sad.
Oh.
Like, didn't you get somebody to love you? Like, maybe you are depressed, you are suicidal, you are stupid, maybe you don't pass your exams, maybe you are lazy, maybe you smell. All of these things.
Yeah.
But I still like everybody. I think everybody deserves at least somebody who likes you.
We all
And
need
you have to
love you.
And then you are forced to rely on the AI. But I think we are there. We are going there because people are becoming more insular in this thing. And so it's sad. Do I judge them? No. I feel sorry for them. And I pray to God that doesn't happen to anybody I love. I pray to God that nobody I love would ever fall in love with
the computer.
Yeah. Do you? I mean, I'm sorry to take us back, but do you think that the fact that we are not like a community anymore as people is contributing to this? Because many people are standalone now. There's not so much joint things. Like, even with families, we don't have as many extended families or like as many large families as we used to.
Because
do you think
like contraceptives.
No, I think that's also
guys. I think we've far crossed our time a long time ago. But I think let's end with a question for our viewers.
Sure.
Okay.
What do you have to say to them, me, Ashon?
Find somebody and love the person and
Make it work. MFA.
I think I want someone to answer the question I was asking. So if somebody
put it in the comments.
She should put the answers there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've had a great time. But let us know your views, your thoughts, your comments. Roast us, don't roast us, roast your friends. But
roast us privately.
Roast us
No, roast you.
Don't roast any of us privately, please.
Like, the WhatsApping was crazy though.
Hey.
Well,
It's crazy.
and also let us know whether you are into monogamy, polygamy.
My vote is now with monogamy, by the way.
Whatever works for you. But no matter your choice, we are here for you. Catch us on our next episode.